Hello, everybody, and welcome to Uproot Reddit. Do you ever just love it when the teacher assigns you group projects and the people the teacher chooses for you actually don't do the work? You do all the work? And even if they try to help you out, their helping will only cause more problems than solutions? For one, group projects are meant to be done by the entire group so that everyone gets equal amount of credit for putting their entries. But instead, group projects have turned into a one-person show where only one member does all the work, the rest sit back and relax, and on the day of the group presentation, everyone else gets all the credit except the member who did the bulk of the work. Just like group projects, Reddit user RudyBoy16 has to deal with one person at work who expects them to do all of the work. But that's not happening. In today's post, I'm not your pup. Hello guys, I'm back with another story on mobile, so forgive me for any formatting issues. After my first encounter with BWNB, you know who that is, I've been helping her here and there, but this one really ticked me off. Our office is not fully modernized, which means we still do lots of things manual like stock records, records of checks, etc. But here are the cast of characters. Quote, me equals me, RudyBoy16, SM equals stock manager, SE equals stock employee, and BWNB is, well, you know who she is. I was transferred to a new location and BWNB took my place, and she has been ignoring stock entries for past 6 months. Even stock employee and stock manager kept on reminding her that they'll need all that at the end of July. Can't remember the exact date, but maybe it was July 21st. I got a call from BWNB, and here's what I had to deal with. Hello? Hello, sir. Can you help me with stock entries? Yep, sure, just send me entries and I'll sort it out. Thank you, sir. I'll send you the details. Okay. And I got mail. Check on the entries and I saw the entries till January 2020. Interesting, isn't it? Right after those, I was transferred. So I called back. Hello, can you send me entries you did after that? Sure, sir. I'll send you details tomorrow. Cool. Following day, I see nothing on my mail. I thought maybe a few last entries she had to deal with. After 2 days, I got a call from BWNB. Hello, have you sent me the details? Yes, sir. I checked the mail, see nothing. But I see nothing. Oh, maybe it's on Drive, sir? Google Drive. Oh, okay. I'll check and we'll keep you posted. Thank you, sir. First, it didn't dawn on me why a simple .xls file will take that much of space. But then I checked the drive and I see a humongous file. I was like, what in the world? What has she done? But I download and extracted and see hundreds and hundreds of scanned stockbook pages. So now I got hit by lightning and I understand what she did in the last 2 days. She just scanned the stockbook after January 2020 and sent them to me so I can do the entries. I call her back immediately. Even before she can say hello, I am not doing that. Why not, sir? SM and SE both said you'd be able to complete this in 2 to 3 days. First of all, answer my questions. Question 1, don't tell me SM or SE didn't tell you that you need to do these entries every week or at least once in 2 weeks on Saturdays? And question 2, whose idea was that to scan the book and send it to me? And here is her answer. SM did tell me to do that, but I was too busy doing other stuff. And answer number 2, it was my idea to scan and send. I was gobsmacked. Can't you help me with that, sir? Right now, my brain is trying to process what the heck she's been thinking and doing all this time. And here, I'm trying to be reasonable and practical at the same time. How do you think I'll be able to do these entries without printing them? And even if I print them, it'll look like size of ants, which will be impossible to read. I don't have a big printer or paper like head office to print all this stuff. She went silent for a moment, then said, I think you can just switch between windows and you'll be able to do it? Really? That's the best idea you've got? Just try to do one page by yourself and then tell me, is it possible or not? I'm really ticked off hearing that answer. So, how are you gonna do this? I can't do this without getting it printed on the same size paper. So, you can do this. You just need to get all these printed? Can't you just get them printed for me, sir? I'm thinking, wait, you want me to print all these and no one is paying? So I've spent my money and then do the entries so you don't have to do anything and you're not sleeping with me tonight? You think I'm stupid? Me getting angrier. No, who's gonna pay me the money I have to spend? I knew after all of this point she might come up with some stupid idea. Me ordering her, just sit with SE and do the entries. It won't take more than 3 to 4 days and then send me the file. So you won't help? Sorry, can't help. She ended the call. I surely dodged a bullet. I know people just try to take advantage if you're trying to be nice or you always say yes, but sometimes it's better to be rude and say no. By the way, I ended up doing all those entries after a week when SM asked me to help in the nicest way, and he sent me the stockbook with Big Boss. I asked SM if he could just do me a favor by telling my regional boss that I won't be coming to the office for the next 3 to 4 days, and when I visit him next time, just bring my favorite brand of poison. He agreed, and when I got to the head office next time, he joined me with a glass in his hand, and he told how BWNB said, she's busy doing other stuff and avoided all the entries. I simply asked, why don't you guys just let her go to some regional office? And he chuckled and said, you know what, when I'm SM bored, watching those papers and stuff, I just go around to the computer room to relax my eyes for a few minutes. I just shook my head and kept on chugging. Man, who knew that saying no could be the most freeing thing ever? Because saying yes could put you in such a bind mentally and emotionally, you'll end up losing your mind over someone else's problems. Now, working with others can be so stressful at times. So what do you do when you want to get away from all the hustle and bustle? Well, you grab your car keys and you go on break and forget about work just for a moment. Just make sure your boss doesn't come along for the ride. Like what happened to Reddit user KS Chang, who had the most awkward encounter. In today's post, boss, what are you doing in my car? Unlike many folks here, I don't really work retail or even shop that much. I do get mistaken at Best Buy sometimes, even though I've never worn blue polos to that store. Apparently, standing near the aisle browsing stuff with a serious expression is enough to have a random person come up to you to ask questions. And I usually reply, I don't work here, but what was your question anyway? And they generally apologize, chuckle, and I answer what I can. But that's not the story today. About 15 years ago, I was working in a logistics company. I had missed the lunch truck that comes by, so I decided to drive to lunch then come back. A coworker said he'll come with me. I said, I'll see him out front. So I went to my car, which was a small sedan champagne color, and I got it started and the AC blasting. It's a hot area. And I drove to the employee entrance and waited. The door opened, closed, and someone sat down on the seat. I put the car into gear, was about to ask where should we go, when I realized that wasn't the coworker. That was the company president, aka Big Boss. He had already buckled himself in when our eyes met. Awkward. Neither of us said anything for a second. My hand automatically shifted back to park. Boss, what are you doing in my car? He mumbled, oops, sorry, unbuckled himself and got out. Just then, my coworker arrived, looking at my boss getting into another car, a white Lexus. My coworker asked, "What was that?" I shrugged, "No idea. I guess he was looking for his lunch ride." "So I do work here, but I'm not your lunch ride." "Yeah, sorry boss. This isn't Uber where we can drive you wherever you want. But nice try anyways." I guess a vacation is in order for KS Chang and Rudy Boy 16, and all those having to deal with crazy clients, co-workers, and bosses on a consistent basis. But until then, that's all the time we have for today. We'll be back for more awkward I Don't Work Here Lady posts right here on Uproot Reddit. And we'll see you all next time.